Hello friends, welcome to your channel on Big Data Analytics. In today's session, we will learn about broadcast join, its benefit, and when to use it. I'm sure we all understand the concept of broadcast. You would have used the broadcast feature in WhatsApp to send messages to many people in the group. On similar lines, the broadcast function in Spark is used to broadcast a data set to many worker nodes in the Spark cluster. As you can see in this image, we have a data set which is colored green. This data set is broadcasted. In that case, a copy of this data set is created on worker node 1, worker node 2, and worker node 3 as shown in this 3-node cluster. When to use the broadcast join concept? The broadcast join should be used when you are joining a large size dataset with a smaller size dataset. In such a scenario, the smaller size dataset should be broadcasted. What is the benefit? The benefit is in such a scenario, the smaller size dataset will be available on all the worker nodes and it will quickly join with the partitions of the larger size dataset as shown blue colored dataset in this image. This results in reduced data shuffle between the worker nodes. It reduces the memory IO operations. As a result, the overall join happens very fast. Let me explain this by executing broadcast join with a data set in PySpark. Let's get started by creating a Spark session. We import the find Spark and create a Spark session. I have a 3-node cluster on which I'm running this code. Shift enter. I've executed the code. Let me show you the 3-node cluster. This is my 3-node cluster. Let me refresh the screen. F5. Here, my application broadcast has got created. Coming back to our code. To exhibit the broadcast join, we require a large size data for which I am importing a data set which is of stock market related data. It has got 17,94,000 odd records. Let me execute this. It is going to take some time. Okay, the file has been imported and the dataset name that we have given is stock data LDF large data frame. Let's see the initial 5 records of this data frame. These are the initial 5 records. The important column here for us is SC underscore group. The stocks are categorized as A, B, T, and there are many other categories. These categories have got certain description. The description of these categories is available in group master. We need to import it. It has around 20 categories. So we have imported the data. Let me show you. This is the group master. I would like to have the group description merged with this data frame. We will run the merge join syntax with broadcast and without broadcast. Compare the time taken, and this will show you how a broadcast join can reduce the processing. Before we run the join, let's understand automatic broadcast join threshold configuration. One of the config parameter is auto broadcast join threshold. As you can see here, the default value for this is 10 MB. The number that you can see is in bytes. If you divide it by 1024 and again divide by 1024, it will be 10 MB. By default, the Spark is configured to broadcast. What it means is if you are joining a large data frame with a small data frame, Spark smartly does the broadcast of small data frame to reduce the processing time. However, you can switch off the auto broadcast by setting this parameter to -1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the auto broadcast. I'll show you the execution plan, and here is the code to do the join. We are noting down the start time, end time, and the total process time. Let's execute this. Shift enter. Here is our physical plan. So here you can see the join that is happening is soft merge join. The two data frames which are being joined, in this case stock data underscore LDF and the group master, both of these data frame will be sorted. After the sorting, the merge will take place. Because of the sorting, the time taken to process is more. So here you can see the total time taken is 12.77 seconds. We will now execute the same join by setting the broadcast feature. Let me note down this number, 12.77. Okay. We set the auto broadcast join threshold. We are switching on the auto broadcast. The broadcast function, explicitly when we give broadcast, we are giving a hint that it is possible that one of the data frame is too small and we can speed up the join process by doing a broadcast. However, even if we don't give this broadcast hint, because of the auto broadcast, Spark may intelligently do the auto broadcast. However, at times Spark may not do the auto broadcast also. So it is better to give the hint. So here we are noting the time taken for the join. The above syntax is to get the physical plan of the execution, and here the actual join is going to take place and we'll get the process time. So let's execute this syntax. So the physical plan shows that we have a broadcast hash join. In a broadcast hash join, a hash table of the data which is being merged is created, and because hash number is generated, the join takes place faster. The total process time, as you can see, is 4.37 seconds. Let us note down this number, 4.37. The total time reduction is process time without broadcast minus the time with broadcast. Let's see the percentage reduction in time. There is a 65% reduction in processing time. I hope this simple example demonstrates how to use broadcast join and its benefit. Once again, let me reiterate, when we do a broadcast join, the smaller data set has to be broadcasted, and this smaller data set copy will get created in each of the worker nodes. Because each of the worker node has the smaller data set, the data shuffle is reduced And because of the reduction in data shuffle between the worker nodes, the processing time is reduced. And the reduction in processing time can be as high as 65%, what we saw in this example. It can be at times more, it can be at times less. However, broadcast join reduces processing time when you have a large data set and a small data set. With this, I end this video. I hope you would have enjoyed watching the video. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to our channel, I request you to kindly subscribe to our channel for more video updates.